Hey everyone, before we get into the video, I just want to give a huge thank you to Irogen for giving me an early access code to this game. I know it's kind of late, and the game's not available on Steam anymore, but you know, I promised him that I would make a video on it, and I was genuinely excited to do so. So, shouts out to him. You know, he does a whole lot of awesome content on, you know, Gotham Knights, the Arkham games, Assassin's Creed, Prince of Persia, all that kind of stuff. So go check him out. There will be a link to his channel in the description, and you know, go follow him on everything. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Hello everyone, Marvel DC Fan here with another look at video. It's been a while since we've done one of these, but yeah, we're back and we're taking a look at a game that I've been meaning to talk about for quite a while now. Yeah, today we're going to be looking at Hillmain Hotel, released on Steam and developed by PecPort Productions, which maybe just one person, it might be more than that, I'm not sure. If whatever it is, I'm sorry for not getting it right. But yeah, so this was released on Steam. I say was because it was pulled just after 24 hours, which was kind of a shame because admittedly I was really looking forward to playing this one. You know, I've been following Irogen for years now, and I've been keeping up with, you know, all the development updates that he had for the game. So when it was finally available and, you know, he gave me the early access code, I couldn't wait to play it once I got the PC, and then it was just off Steam. So I've been trying to get this video together for quite a little bit now, but now I finally have the opportunity to talk about this game, tell you what I think. I'm going to try and be as fair as possible. I mean, Irogen's a great guy, and I don't want that to overshadow my opinion on the game as is. So anyway, let's get into the video. So we'll start with things that stuff that I really liked about it. First of all, the atmosphere is just fucking stellar. I'm not a person who typically plays horror games too often. Every once in a while, maybe, but like for the most part, I'm not somebody who will just, you know, feel like getting scared just for the sake of it. I have to be in the right mood to kind of play games like this, and I definitely was feeling a bit of the jitters when I was going through it. I played about like 30 to 40 minutes of the game, to an extent, and yeah, there were definitely parts that I was nervous about getting to, and there were a couple moments which it's kind of scared me a little bit. So in that case, I guess it really did its job well. And yeah, another thing too that I liked were the graphics. They really did use their budget well, and even though I played this on the lowest settings, because my computer's not really the greatest, but I played it on the lowest settings and it still looked really good. Like the environments looked good. The objects looked pretty nice too, like just all across the rooms and whatnot. And from something as small as, you know, a little chest on a table and, you know, chairs, tables, all that just looked really nice to look at. And, yeah, it definitely helped add to the, you know, the intense atmosphere it was going for. So it all worked really well, I should say. So as far as stuff that I didn't like, it's not admittedly much. to be honest, but it is stuff that's just kind of like definitely stuff that would needed to be worked on a little bit more. So one thing that kind of bothered me is that some things are not really telegraphed too well. For instance, besides the puzzles, which I'll get into in a second, I was playing this a day before I recorded, and I was trying to figure out like how to go through my room and, you know, get through all the doors and stuff, and I just had some sort of trouble unlocking the door to get into where the bathtub was. It's just something about it which wasn't working right for me the first time I played, so I just put it down. But then, you know, picking the game up a day later, I did manage to somehow get into there. And, you know, once you can figure things out, you know, it feels satisfying for sure. But there were just these little small instances where, whether it was just trying to figure out what to do next or just the puzzle that I was doing, it felt like I didn't know what I was doing, and the game like wasn't really showing me all that well. So I think with a little bit more kind of management, I think, you know, that could have been avoided. But yeah, just getting through those puzzles felt satisfying. Like this game, like whenever you're making progress, you feel some sort of like gratification for sure. And I definitely did feel that on my during my playtime. So I don't know, like it's very small things that could have been ironed out. Another thing that was kind of weird to me is that, like, I mean, I didn't really, like, I played only 30 minutes, so I didn't really get much of it, but, like, the story was not really, like, clicking for me either. Like, there is, like, some narrative trying to be told here, but, like, none of it at that point was just really clicking with me. Like, it just felt like things were happening for the sake of things happening, and, you know, just to keep the game moving. So that was, you know, a bit lackluster. I'm sure it'll pick up, you know, later on, which I am planning on, you know, playing through the game at some point. Maybe I'll do like a live stream or something like that. But yeah, for the most part, like I just wasn't really getting what it was trying to tell me, and which for me, like in certain cases when I'm playing games, that can be more troublesome than it's worth. So yeah, another thing, and I guess this is just getting into kind of minuscule stuff. I kind of wish there was another control option, because I'm not really a keyboard player. That's more just a personal preference of mine. I'm not really like a keyboard mouse type player. I couldn't even do that for Arkham Asylum when I got my PC early on. Like I just wasn't accustomed to it all. It just didn't work for me. So usually if I'm playing games on my PC, then I'm just using like an Xbox controller or something. But like the control, it wasn't bad necessarily. It was just like, it was just hard for me to get accustomed to. Like moving around, you know, that's just the standard WB or WASD. Tab was the inventory. Shift was holding shift while moving is like running, which I'm glad this game has, because like the walking is like just a little bit too slow for me, but that's, you know, just a minor nitpick. And there's some other stuff, like there's some buttons to like lean your head over. I guess this is mainly just for seeing, you know, what's around the corner, which I guess can help. It's a neat idea. And but yeah, just like after about 10 minutes in, I was like, my hands were my wrists were just cramping up really bad. So I kind of wish there was a controller option, but you know, like I said, it's a very minuscule thing. Another thing was the flickering lights throughout the hallways. It didn't really bother me necessarily too much, but after a while it did. It was a little bit too much. It was just too much flickering for me. So if you are somebody that is epileptic, I hope I'm saying that right. But if you're prone to seizures, I'd be very cautious about playing this game. Especially when you have a big monitor like I do. Like, I have a big 27-inch monitor, so I can see like that causing problems for some people. And like, another thing that I've noticed from, you know, the community posts and whatnot was just like the pricing. I can't really speak too much on that because I didn't buy the game. I was just given an early access code. So but I feel like for the price that they had, like, this was, I believe, $15, which for what was given, I can say it's just a little too much. This more qualifies as like maybe like a $5 to $10 game, I'd say. So, like, yeah, like I said, I can't really speak on that, but overall, though, like, I genuinely enjoyed my time with this game. For the most part, like, it was just, there were like little bits and pieces here and there, which like took me out of it. But I don't want to give it too much crap because, like, it's a small team who didn't have like the biggest budget in the world for an indie title. So they were only trying to do what they could like possibly work with within the constraints of the, you know, the product. And I have to say genuinely that I really enjoyed what was on display here. You know, I'm hoping this game can come back to Steam at a later date. You know, if they just iron some things out, you know, just fix some bugs. And I had an issue during one of my early recordings where when I started the game, just for some reason I wasn't able to move forward, backward, nothing. I was able to move the camera around, but just like stuff like that. And also some collision on objects was a little wonky. Like, I was in the kitchen area near the start of the game, and I guess my foot got caught on one of the chairs that were in there. So yeah, stuff like that, like, you can just probably like iron out no problem. Like, if this got just a little bit more time, and if the price wasn't too high, I'm sure a lot more people would be enjoying it for sure. But yeah, like I said, I'm really hoping that it comes back to Steam at a later date. I would love to have more people play this, and just to get an experience from it. But yeah, that is it. That's gonna be it mostly for this video. I know it wasn't the longest video, but you know, you do what you gotta do, right? Once again, I want to thank Irogen and the people at PecPort for giving me an early code. Sorry this video was way later than I thought it would be, but like I said, I made a promise to Irogen that I was going to make a video on this, so hopefully he enjoys it. But anyway, tune in Thursday. I have another video that's coming out, which is very near and dear, and I guess expected from this point. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. Be sure to follow me on all my social media platforms: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Discord, Twitch. All of that is there. Yeah, also go subscribe to my other two channels, my Let's Play channel and also my podcast channel, which is we're always having a good time there. So yeah, I'm gonna see you. I'll see you all next time. Thank you all so much for watching, and don't forget to take care of yourselves. See ya.